What's up guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to build a 1.6 liter Hyundai turbo engine. This is the first part, as you can see me building the head here. First step, we are going to be installing the intake valve stem seals. Next we'll be doing the exhaust valve stem seals. The intake and exhaust valve stem seals are different colors. The intake side are blue, the exhaust side are red. If you think hot and cold, the intake side's a lot cooler than the exhaust side due to the fuel-air mixture coming in. So they are blue. The exhaust side are red due to the hot combustion gases leaving. And you just want to hammer those down onto the head carefully. As you can see, I got that one in crooked, so I'm going to have to remove it and then install it the right way. After you get all of them seated, just go around one more time and give them all a nice tap. Make sure they're all seated properly and fully. After you get your valve stem seals in, you can flip the head over and then install all of your intake and exhaust valves in whichever order you would like. And I flip the head back over. Next we're installing the valve spring seats. Some engines have the valve spring seat included with the valve stem seal. This engine specifically does not, so there are these little washers. I just like to throw them on each valve and then I straighten them out afterwards before I put the springs in, as you can see me doing now. Once you get all of those nice and flush, you can put all of your springs in. You can do one cylinder at a time if you'd like, but I like to just throw them all in. Next, you get your valve spring retainers and the retainer locks. I like to prepare all of them before I start putting them on. I like to get all of the locks inside of the retainers. Then I stick a nice roll of electrical tape underneath of the head to keep the valves closed and press them on one by one. The tool I'm using there is a valve spring retainer installer. Rather than using a C-clamp or a spring compressor, you can just use one of these. It's a very convenient tool, makes the job nice and quick. You quick just push them down on there. You're going to be very careful when you're pushing them down that they're fully seated before you let go. As you can see, I just popped the retainer off and the retainer locks fell into the head. Have to pull them out and reset them. Not a big deal, but a little bit of a waste of time. See, I dropped them all on the floor right there. Very small and very easy to lose, so be very, very careful there. Surprised I found them all. I'm still looking for them. There we go. Found the last one. Oh, guess not. There's the last piece there. Fortunately, they landed all near me. Moving the roll of electrical tape one last time. Alright, next we're going to be installing the tappets. This is a flat tappet engine, so you measure the valve clearance with the tappets and put specific tappets in based on the measurement you get between the tappet and the bottom of the lid with the camshaft. Right, now we're going to be putting our camshafts in. Usually you would do this after the head is already on the block. However, I am going to measure and get all of my tappet measurements before I install the head on the block. Now with both of the camshafts in, we are going to put on all of our cam caps. The cam caps go a specific way. They are going in a specific orientation. They each have numbers on them that are numbered where they go, with arrows pointing towards the CVVTs. I'm using an impact gun here. That's just for speed. I'm not tightening them with the impact gun. I'm just running the bolts down in so that they are as far in as they can go. Next, we're going to be pulling out the torque wrench. There is a specific torque pattern and sequence involved. It is a two-step sequence. So first step, you're tightening these 10mm bolts to 5 foot-pounds, and the 12mm bolts to 9 foot-pounds. And then on the second step, we'll be torquing the 10mm bolts to 10 foot-pounds and the 12mm bolts to 16 foot-pounds. It's very important that you tighten the cam caps within sequence. Otherwise, you could end up snapping the camshafts, and that would not be good. After you have your head built, you will be measuring the tappets and checking the valve clearance. There will be another video on that in the future, but that's pretty much it for building a 1.6 liter turbo cylinder head. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video to see future videos. That's all I have for you. Thank you for watching.